Would you be friends with someone who's dating your ex? I froze as Christy excitedly introduced me to Theo, the man who had destroyed my life just 1 year earlier. Christy and I had been inseparable since middle school. When I moved to the city for work 3 years ago, we stayed in touch but grew slightly apart. That's when I met Theo. For 2.5 years, we built what I thought was a perfect relationship until I discovered he'd been cheating with multiple women the entire time, giving us identical jewelry and taking us to the same restaurants. The breakup devastated me. I spiraled into depression and eventually moved back to my hometown 6 months ago, reconnecting with Christy. It was the one bright spot in my recovery. For the past 2 months, Christy had been gushing about this amazing new guy she was dating. She kept saying how he was different from anyone she'd dated before, how he really understands her, and how he moved to town recently. But she was oddly secretive about him, not showing me pictures or letting me meet him. Last night, Christy finally invited me to dinner to meet her new boyfriend. I got there first and was checking my phone when I heard Christy call my name. I looked up and literally felt my blood turn to ice. Standing next to her with his arm around her waist was Theo, my Theo, the same man who destroyed me, who I hadn't seen in over a year. The look on his face was just as shocked as mine. Christy excitedly introduced us as if we were strangers. Theo reached out to shake my hand, saying it was nice to meet me with this weird, tight smile. Somehow, I made it through dinner. Theo spent the entire time playing the perfect boyfriend, occasionally shooting me panicked looks when Christy wasn't watching. She kept saying how they met at a coffee shop downtown, by total coincidence, and how they just clicked immediately. When Christy went to the bathroom, Theo leaned across the table and whispered that if I said anything, no one would believe me, and I would just look like a psycho ex. He said what we had wasn't serious, despite living together for over a year. After dinner, I drove home in a complete daze. This couldn't possibly be a coincidence. He moved to my hometown after our breakup and specifically sought out my best friend. The worst part? When I finally told Christy the truth and showed her proof, she accused me of making it all up because I was jealous. Theo had already convinced her I was unstable. I can't tell you what I did in this short video. The full story is on the channel link below.